Hi everyone, welcome to our mini beef stroganoff cooking class. I'm really excited to have you join our Stay Safe, Stay Home campaign and virtual cooking class. There's almost 200 of you on this group, and it's from coast to coast here in Canada and the US. So this is super exciting. I'm just going to wait a few minutes as a number of you pop in. Please post below who you are, where you're from, and what is your favorite Epicure product if you want to. Hi Krista, hi Lisa, St. Pierre, hi Pam, Jason, we have Lisa, all the way from Tennessee, hi Sheila, hi Jennifer, awesome. So keep on posting below, make comments as we're going through. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes. Hi Beth, how are ya? Tons of consultants, a ton of my team members across Canada and the US, a number of you as clients that love Epicure. A number of you are not familiar with Epicure, so this is your first experience with us, which is really super exciting. We have Guelph, Brussels, Ontario. Oh, I love Brussels. That is a booming little town. It's starting to grow really quickly in your suburbs outside of Brussels. So you love it all. Yes, Jennifer, you've loved Epicure for so long. It's ridiculous. I think we've known each other probably 8 or 9 years now, which is really cool. We have Holly. Welcome, Holly. Please share. Oh, Port Franks. That's awesome. Hello, love the steamers, yes. Oh, all the way from Peterborough. Hey, post your location, Stratford. Hi, Holly from Stratford. Amy, this is cool. Keep on coming. There's 15 of us on. Lisa, awesome. You've been really active on the group, so thank you for posting and commenting, and sharing. The other thing too, guys, is that in the comments, this is actually a page for you to learn from, to share. If you're using an Epicure product and you're using it in a different way, share the alternative way that you're using your Epicure products, because some people stay stuck in the jar and they're not using their products in a wide variety of ways. Wyoming, that's so cool. And we really are here, this group right now that's part of this, it's really to connect with you guys. We're in this crazy pandemic. A number of you are home. I've been talking to a lot of my clients, and I know my consultants, that we're working part-time with Epicure are now working from home. A number of us are working from home. A number of us are now homeschooling. And then you are running your Epicure businesses, or you are trying to cook meals for your family. And it was really interesting. Our president and founder said, when you think about it, 3 meals a day, 7 days a week, we're cooking 21 meals a week. Oh, give me some loving if you love that. So what we're going to be doing on this page is really coming alongside to support you guys in any equation. So if you're a guest on this page and your consultant invited you to this page, go back to that consultant, ask questions. Make sure that you're connected with your consultant that invited you to the page, because they care so much about you. They really want to support you in every single way. So keep posting where you're from, what you love about Epicure. We're going to get going. It's 4 minutes in. So what we're making today is beef stroganoff. Who loves beef stroganoff? Give me some loving if you love beef stroganoff. And I'm going to be doing beef stroganoff with ground beef, okay? You can actually do it on the cooktop in your frying pan, and you can use steak if you want to. You can use leftover roast beef if you didn't know that. If you're making a roast beef, you know what kind of spice is really awesome on a roast beef? You guessed it, beef stroganoff. So the other day in my Instapot, how many of you have Instapots? So I had an Instapot, I had actually a roast, and I only had a little bit of time. So I actually cut down that roast into making beef cubes, and then I actually made a stew, yes, a stew with the beef stroganoff spice. So right there and then, I've given you 3 or 4 different ways of using the beef stroganoff. Isn't that awesome? So I challenge you guys to start cooking differently and making different meals with your beef stroganoff. And the gravy from this was delicious. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight a couple of things. This Stay Home, Stay Safe is actually an incredible campaign that Epicure is putting together so that we can stay home, stay safe, do our part to get this pandemic done with. Who is happy about just like, let's get this sucker done? So the Home Office has created a Stay Home, Stay Safe meal plan for Canadian. There's a Canadian plan and an American plan. And how this works is you get 30 meal solution packages. It's all posted in that team in our event or our group. And what I love about it, and I haven't uploaded this document yet because I want to talk about it, and I'll upload it later this afternoon. So think about it. Who loves meal planning? Who wants to learn how to meal plan? And who says, I don't even know where to start? So meal plan, okay? Week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And every day is a different meal solution. Each meal solution makes probably close to 4 to 5 servings. Average cost is about $2.50 to $3 depending on how savvy you are with your shopping, okay? What I love about this is they're setting you up with week 1, the grocery list. Who loves that? Okay, so not only is your week worth of meal planning done for you, each week you have your grocery list. So what's really interesting, and a number of people, and you've got a pack of 30, okay? So what's really cool about this is that you can go online, take the grocery list, do all your grocery shopping for literally 2 weeks if you want to, of all your staples that you need, and then you can turn around and you purchase also all your vegetables to go aside with that. You can pick them up at that drop-off, go to the grocery store, pick up your groceries. Don't even have to go grocery shopping now. Your plan is all set for the week. De-stress yourself, which is really awesome, and then you can start cooking. And you just start working through. So I put all my meal solutions in a basket like this, and they're all set up. You can, if you're really organized, put them from week to week to week to week, and you're ready to go for 5 weeks, 30 days. And what I love about this is that if you double a batch, or you make larger batches, you can cook once and eat twice. And you're gonna see a lot of ideas that way for you guys, okay? Who's excited about that? Okay, and then if you're interested, talk to the consultant I brought you. She'll send you all that information. And if you buy a 30 meal plan package collection, donations from Home Office. So 11 individual packages are donated to the food bank, either in the US or Canada, from Home Office. And till the 18th, there's a discount or a flat rate fee on direct delivery to your home, so you won't even see the consultant. It comes everything right to your doorstep. So that's how the base of this whole Stay Safe, Stay Home, Stay Safe campaign is all about. Okay, so I've got about half a pound of ground beef in here. I'm only cooking for 2 now. I'm actually an empty nester. My son moved out on April 1st. And so this has been an interesting transition. Oh, by the way, if you don't know me, I'm Denise Thibodeau. And I've been involved with Epicure for 15 years of my life. So it's really awesome. Okay, so what I'm doing currently is this is a meat separator, and I'm just separating my meat with the meat separator. Okay, because I'm going to be cooking my beef stroganoff in my steamer, which is a silicone, food grade silicone kitchen tool that can go in the oven, or you can cook your meals in no time flat in the microwave. So I'm not gonna be using the entire package of the beef stroganoff because it's about half the recipe I'm making, which I absolutely love, right? Because if I wanted to make a beef stew tomorrow, I could use that to make a small beef stew for myself. So I'm gonna pour my beef stroganoff spice Ooh, you gotta smell it. Can you smell it? It smells really good. And the ingredients in here are onions, cornstarch, mushrooms, garlic, paprika, herbs, sea salt, natural beef flavoring, and black pepper. That's it. Those are the clean ingredients with Epicure. And there's half a cup of spice blend in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a tablespoon. This is our 4-in-1 measuring spoon. 1 tablespoon, teaspoon, flip half a teaspoon. There's a line for 1/4. I'm gonna start my ground beef by just sprinkling a tablespoon into the ground beef. I'm gonna use my meat separator, get that all in there, and I'm actually gonna go throw this in my microwave for 4 minutes, okay? And I'm gonna wash this tool, but I'm gonna throw my steamer lid where the vents are opposite to the handles and place it on a plate, because this gets hot, and if you grab it like this and carry it, sometimes this pops and you can get burnt because you're actually steaming the food in your steamer. And my microwave is in my pantry, so I'll be right back. And state if my internet kind of goes funny because my microwave is on, stay on and I'll come back again, okay? So just pre-warn yourselves that. So I wanted to also teach you a little bit of pre-prepping because I don't want to be in the kitchen all the time. Who loves being in the kitchen all the time? I don't. I like cooking, but I don't like being in the kitchen all the time. So one of the tips for prepping is my husband and I will take a couple packages of mushrooms and onions, and we'll pre-saute these mushrooms and onions. And we'll just store them in the fridge, and as we're cooking during the week, if we want onions and mushrooms for burgers, let's say, or anything that we're cooking, we just use these. So I don't have to get this. Why not do a big batch and just store it and use it? So an example would be last week, we had some leftover mushrooms and onions that we had created, and Friday night was, let's clean the fridge out, and we made pizza with all the little bits of leftovers from our fridge, and some of you might have seen that picture. So this is a tip for you guys, just to save time in the kitchen. And if you don't use them, freeze them, and then when you make a soup, you can use them in the soup later on, okay? Because they freeze really well as well. So that's one tip for you. So now we have to make noodles for our beef stroganoff. And I'm gonna be actually making rice noodles instead of regular noodles. So I'm going to use a prep bowl, one of these clear bowls so you can see what I'm doing. I'm actually using rice noodles, and I'm going to put one little bale, I like to call them bales, in my bowl, because you don't want to boil rice noodles. Hi Leanne, how are you? And you just pour your hot boiling water on top of this and set them aside. And by the time our beef stroganoff is done, these noodles are cooked. So you don't want to boil rice noodles, okay? See what I did? A little tip for you guys. So we'll set that to the side. Also, as we're doing the beef stroganoff, I would like a side salad because I really want a balanced plate. So what we're going to make is just a regular side salad. So I'm going to use romaine lettuce. I have a ceramic chef's knife, and what I love, there's a paring knife as well. They're super, super sharp, and they actually don't oxidize your vegetables. So you can cut your vegetables, and I can cut this whole lettuce down, and it won't go brown. It'll take a lot, like 2 or 3 days without any spots. So I'll actually pull some of this out, and tomorrow I'll take a picture so you can see that it hasn't oxidized, and then I can take a picture on Thursday and you can see the progression of this. Would that be something you'd like to see, guys? Okay, so all you do is you're gonna take your lettuce and chop it up. This has been washed. And I'm gonna put that in a bowl. So I put my beef stroganoff in for 4 minutes, okay? The beef pork. And then I'm going to make a quick salad dressing. How many of you love Epicure salad dressings? They're super easy to work with. And what I love about Epicure salad dressings is that there are 2 or 3 different recipes on the side of the jar. One to make a vinaigrette, one to make a creamy dressing, and a lot of times there's actually a recipe to make. This one has a pasta salad recipe, and I'm actually going to use the Italian salad dressing. Epicure is a product that has clean ingredients in it. There aren't a lot of, there isn't anything dirty. Salad dressings that you buy from the grocery store have different ingredients such as polypropylene, which is actually an antifreeze. And so I love that I can just make the quantity I need in salad dressings, and I'm not wasting my money because you're gonna make it with vinegar and oil. And what I love about them is that you can take the same salad dressing and then turn around and create different flavors by just changing your oils and your vinegars, okay? So we'll come back to this in a sec. I wanted to go grab the my ground beef. And I like having 2 separators. So I don't want to use the separator that's been contaminated with raw ground beef into this now. All right, so here you go. This is my ground beef that's been in my microwave. And you're gonna see when I pull the lid off that there's gonna be a lot of steam. It is warm, okay? So there you go. You see all the steam? And there's my ground beef cooked in 4 minutes, okay? So I'm just gonna take it off the plate because what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use my separator. It's sort of like in a little bit of a, more of a, what do you call it? It's tight together. So I'm just gonna break it in and make this into small chunks again. And this is completely cooked. This was a, lean ground beef, so there isn't a lot of fat in my lean ground beef, but I'm going to show you a tip. How many of you actually have cooked ground beef in your steamers before, or is this the first time you see ground beef cooked in your steamer? Because you can do taco meat in here, your sloppy joes, your there's all kinds, your spaghetti sauce in here. So if I did have a lot of oil from my ground beef, I would just take the steamer, and then I do this. And if there was a lot of oil, it would pour right out. So I can separate the oil from the ground beef, but this is a lean. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw my onions and mushrooms into the beef stroganoff. Okay. And I'm gonna add because I'm only doing half the package. I'm gonna have some hot water. And where's my spice gun? Here's my spice blend. And I'm gonna put a tablespoon of this into my water. Give it a good stir. I'm gonna add this to my beef stroganoff. It asks for 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. So I'm going to do half because I'm doing half of the package. So I'm going to use, oops, I can use this side. So half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Then you can either add sour cream or yogurt. We like sour cream in our beef stroganoff. I find yogurt a bit too tangy for us. So I'm going to add 2 big things of that. Stir this all together. And if you want it creamier, you can add more sour cream or yogurt to it. But there you go. There's your beef stroganoff. So in 4 minutes, the ground beef was cooked. I've added the rest of this. I'm actually going to heat this back up now, not on high, on medium high now for about 1 minute and 30 seconds, and this will be ready to serve. So that's literally how fast you can make a beautiful, healthy beef stroganoff for you guys. So let's continue on with our salad dressing. I'm going to show you an interesting tip. A lot of you have the salad curates, which is the bottle with the funnel, which is awesome. For me, those are too big of a batch of salad dressing. So what I do is I measure out. My measuring for my family for two for the salad is white balsamic vinegar, 1/4 cup. And you can see that there's measuring lines on the prep bowls with Epicure, which I absolutely love. And you can see that I use a lot of prep bowls. And then you're going to add, so you do 1/8 of a cup of vinegar and 1/4 cup of the oil. Okay, it's always half of what the oil is. And this, I like using, for us, avocado oil. And then you're going to add your seasoning. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of this seasoning, which is the Italian salad dressing, and a little bit more. And this is my salad dressing ready to go. So I'm just going to let that hydrate in a little bowl, and I'll pour that on the salad when it's ready to go. So this is going back in the oven for 1.5 minutes, okay? And if you look at the noodles, my noodles are ready. So this is the noodles, and see how they're hydrated and they're coming apart, and they're absolutely perfect for my beef stroganoff. So if you're interested in adding extra vegetables to your beef stroganoff, you can easily add some green peas. So I'm going to add actually 1/2 cup of green peas to this. If you wanted to chop up some peppers, you could easily add peppers to this, no problem. And actually, let me just throw this in the microwave for 1.5 minutes so you actually see the final product, and I'll plate it for you guys, okay? So I hope I brought some versatility and some ideas to you about how to use your Epicure products, and seeing how do you make beef stroganoff really easily in the steamers. Now, how many of you actually have steamers? Post below if you have steamers in your home, and maybe share what is your favorite thing to cook in your steamers. Because your steamers, there are 2 different sizes. There's the rectangular steamer, as well as the multi-purpose steamer. And I like this one. I'll do lots of vegetables from frozen or from raw, it doesn't matter. And you can do quinoa, you can do rice in them, you can do chicken, you can do all your vegetables. It's endless. You can even make brownies in your steamers. So the steamers are really, really versatile. I'm hearing my microwave beep, so I'm just going to show you how to plate this plate for yourself, and I'll be right back. So there you go. Here's the beef stroganoff. It's all ready to go. Man, it looks good. It smells delicious. Look at that. Isn't that cool, guys? So that beef stroganoff, how many minutes? 4 minutes. Add the ingredients. And then 5 minutes later, it's done. I need a spoon. First, I'll grab some noodles. Put that on my plate. And you want to drain your noodles because they'll have quite a bit of water on there. So that's a rice noodle. So those of you that are gluten-free, this whole entire meal is 100% gluten-free, which is really cool. Then you can grab a scoop of your beef stroganoff. add your salad. I would add some tomatoes to this, peppers, whatever you want. And then what we like to do at home with our salad dressings, I'll just give this a stir. And then pour some beautiful salad dressing on there. And there you go. A delicious meal in 20, well, we've been online since 4 o'clock, so it's at 4:25. A beautiful meal in less than 20 minutes. That's healthy and delicious. Isn't that awesome? So my husband's eyes are going, oh, I get to eat supper soon. So one of the things too is we'll be coming tomorrow. I'll be coming back with another live cooking class, and I'm going to give you some kitchen hacks and tips, and we'll talk about Epicure desserts. And then on Friday night, we're going to do a pub night where I'm actually going to teach you how to make some cocktails using the Epicure teas, and maybe you'd make some loaded nachos for your pub night. So I'll post, if you guys want to cook along with me, let me know, and I'll post up some recipe ideas, and maybe if you have those products in your house, you can use them. The other thing too is if you have product in your cupboards and you're not quite sure what to do with them, talk to the consultant who has invited you and let her know what your list looks like, or even post it in this event or this virtual cooking class, and we'll support you with some really awesome recipes as well. So if you want more information, we'll be uploading this document. You can take a really good look at it, talk to the consultant that has invited you. We are super excited for you to be part of this amazing group that's from coast to coast here in Canada. And I hope you enjoyed our cooking class today. There'll be more information uploaded daily. So there'll be 3 posts updated every day, and 1 live cooking class that you can look forward to. We enjoy your time with us. And if ever any of you are thinking you'd love to do your own virtual cooking class like this with your community, talk to the consultant who's invited you, and let's get rolling and sharing our Epicure with everyone as we stay home and stay safe with Epicure. Love you all and have a great, great day. Bye, guys.